There's a specific kind of power that often gets overlooked. It's not loud, it's not flashy. In fact, it often looks like softness, naivety, or even silliness. But underneath the surface, there's strategy, control, and intention. Today, we're exploring the art of appearing underestimated and using it to your advantage. In this lesson, we'll be learning from three very different women, but each of them mastered this energy: Paris Hilton, Mulan, and Cheryl Blossom. So, how do you play dumb without being dumb? And how do you stay powerful even when the world sees you as anything but? Let's dive in. Paris Hilton, the quiet genius behind the blonde persona. When people think of Paris Hilton, they usually remember the baby voice, the pink outfits, and the catchphrase, "That's hot." For years, she was painted as the ditzy rich girl with no substance. But what many didn't realize was that Paris created that image on purpose. She wasn't being dumb, she was being strategic. Behind the scenes, Paris was building a brand empire. She trademarked her name, launched over 19 product lines, and created a reality show character that people couldn't look away from. In her documentary, she even admits the voice wasn't real. It was a character she performed. Why? Because she understood something most people don't. When you let others underestimate you, you gain the element of surprise. People let their guard down around Paris. They didn't see her as competition until she had already taken over the room. Lesson from Paris: you don't need to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is let people assume you aren't a threat, and then win anyway. Mulan, the soldier who outsmarted the system. Now let's look at a very different kind of woman, Mulan. Unlike Paris, she wasn't trying to build a brand. She was trying to survive. To protect her father, Mulan disguises herself as a man and joins the army. She knows the world won't accept her as she is, so she plays the role they need her to be: obedient, quiet, average. But Mulan is none of those things. She trains harder than anyone. She thinks faster. She uses her mind to solve problems that brute strength never could. And by the end of the film, she's not just accepted, she's celebrated. She saves China. Lesson from Mulan: adapt to the role when you must, but never forget your purpose. Power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it hides in strategy, silence, and timing. Mulan didn't ask for permission. She just became who she needed to be and made the world adjust to her. Cheryl Blossom, the drama queen with the master plan. And then there's Cheryl Blossom from Riverdale, the girl everyone writes off as extra, unstable, or just plain dramatic. She wears red lipstick like armor, speaks in riddles, and seems like she's living in her own movie. But Cheryl is far from clueless. In fact, she might be the most self-aware character in the entire show. She lets people underestimate her, and then uses that image to manipulate, protect, or win. From getting revenge on those who crossed her, to rescuing her girlfriend, to taking control of her family's fortune, Cheryl plays chess while everyone else plays checkers. Lesson from Cheryl: let them call you too much. Let them laugh. Then take what you want and do it in heels. Her power comes from knowing exactly who she is and using every part of it. Final thoughts: power in disguise. Paris, Mulan, Cheryl. On the surface, they couldn't be more different, but they all mastered the same lesson. You don't have to announce your power, you just have to know when to use it. They let people misjudge them. They stayed quiet when it was smart and loud when it was time. They didn't shrink. They didn't explain. They waited, and then they took over. And maybe that's something we can all take with us. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to explain your plan. Just smile, stay quiet, and when the moment is right, remind everyone exactly who they were underestimating. Because playing dumb, it's only a disadvantage if you are. But if you're not, then it's your secret weapon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay graceful, stay clever, and when the moment comes, take over. Until next time, stay hot. Bye.